Dino Babers. Is this what we're going to expect out of Syracuse for now? I mean, what the heck? You've been the coach of Syracuse for 8 years. You've had time to build the team in your own image. You were supposed to build Syracuse into something that's hopefully competitive. Hopefully we could compete against the best in the ACC. After what I saw, is this the best you can do? Heck, you let North Carolina push us up and down the field. I mean, I can kind of give you a little, mulligan because, hey, some of our wide receivers, especially Aronde Gadsden, are hurt. But still, is this the type of team we're supposed to expect? Yeah, North Carolina had their way, and then some. And yes, they piled up almost 700 yards of offense. You know what? When you were first starting out with the Orange, yeah, you let Lamar Jackson and Louisville pile up almost 800 yards of offense. And yet there still are these games where teams run over and run all around the Orange. And I mean, our offense just can't keep up. You know what? A performance like this, Mr. Babers, is what is going to get you fired. And I mean, I think after Wild Heck and others see this performance, even if we do finish this season with a winning record, which is what is kind of expected, being what we have down the stretch, I mean, we can't keep shouldering these type of performances, especially when we're on national TV. It embarrasses the university. It embarrasses the fan base. It embarrasses the alumni base. All the heck. When their university lets a team run all over us like this. And I shudder to think what's going to happen when we play Florida State on Saturday down in Tallahassee. Another dreaded noon kickoff. I mean, if I were in Wild Hack's shoes, I'd just say even though if we finish with a winning record and we go to a bowl game, it's time to pull the plug on you. You know what? Dino, I mean, you've had time to build the team up, but I am terribly disappointed in you that you can't get personnel to compete with the best in the ACC. Yes, right now, the Orange is right in the midst of their redevelopment, not only of the JMA Wireless Dome, plus, I mean, the John Lally Sports Complex down around Manly, and I mean, trying to get everything to where we can compete with the best in the ACC, maybe even the best in the country. But a performance like this, Mr. Babers, you know what? It's time to say nine-eye to you. Get somebody in there that can work with these kids and maybe mold them into some team that's competitive. I mean, with North Carolina, Florida State, and all of them. As like I said, I shudder to think what's going to happen against Florida State. Really embarrassing, Dino. Really embarrassing. And I'm going to go from one disappointment to another. Let's just say the logistics the NFL and the Bills had, I definitely call into question. I mean, heck, Jacksonville was our opponent. We should have beaten them. But let's just say I think Jacksonville had the advantage right from the get-go. Heck, they had been over in England for 10 days. Yeah, they had a game a week before, so they stayed over in England. Got really acclimated to the way things were. I mean, Buffalo came, and I mean, just 2 days before kickoff. Not enough time, in my opinion, to get over the jet lag and get acclimated to the way things are over in England. And also, the whole thing there, I mean, that jet lag kind of seemed to make Bills a little bit of the somnambulism, like I talked about a couple of years ago. As you can definitely tell that. They came out there, first 3 quarters, they were walking. that's the way they played for 3/4. Yeah, I mean, Josh Allen and the offense. Yeah, you were somnambulating through 3/4. Finally, you wake up when it's too late. I mean, Jacksonville had wore down with their, with their offense. I mean, Trevor Lawrence, Travis Etienne, and Ridley and all the other Jaguars, they moved the ball very methodically, piling up almost 500 yards of offense. Because even the defense, they tried to keep us in games, but hey, they couldn't stop Jacksonville. They couldn't do everything. And I mean, the defense is definitely getting banged up. We lost Tre'Davious White the week before. Now we lose Matt Milano and Daquan Jones. 2 big losses. You got to worry about the defense going forward, whether they can get acclimated to who else is going to come into the lineup. Because, I mean, the meat of the schedule for the Bills is coming up. The Giants come into Highmark Stadium this Sunday. One I almost want to call Buffalo Bills Big Apple because of Brian Daboll and all the former Bills that have become part of the team. But, of course, they're really struggling out of the gate. A lot of people considered the Giants to maybe be playoff caliber this year. They have not shown it. And I mean, heck, they may be playing for a high draft pick. And you know what? Daboll might be playing for his job. Well, we'll see as the season progresses. But you know what? I don't know whether Buffalo wants to play another game across the pond. And when they do, maybe they better arrive in England several days before the game, as they play 2 games across the pond now, and they've lost both of them to the Jaguars. And you know what? You can't somnambulate anymore, Buffalo, because, I mean, how many times are we going to put up with, oh, babe, you know what? They sound like Sylvester Stallone when he's somnambulating. Oh, hell. Well, I'm going to go from talking about them to talking to the NHL season starting. There definitely is a buzz now again about the Sabres. You know, Buffalo has not made the playoffs in like 13 years. But, I mean, it's been a slow, deliberate build-up for the Sabres. And you know what? Slow and deliberate kind of is one that could have sustained success. And you know what? I think Kevin Adams and Dom Granado have got a winning formula starting. You know what? They inked Rasmus Dahlin to an 8-year deal, $88 million. And he is expected to be the leader there for the Sabres going forward. You know, I mean, there's been a lot of starts and stops to ending this playoff drought for the Sabres. And I mean, heck, maybe finally it is turning into shape now for what Terry Pagula had in mind when he bought the Sabres to keep them in Buffalo and to hopefully turn them into a winner. Yeah, I mean, it's a trial and error thing, and so far it's been a lot of error. But now he may have finally found the winning formula to help the Sabres succeed. And I mean, heck, the Vegas, in just their 6th year of existence, won the Stanley Cup. I'm kind of wondering whether the model that Kevin Adams and Dom Granado have can maybe work. We'll see going forward. It's going to be an interesting NHL season. Will Vegas repeat? Will Buffalo make the playoffs? What'll happen with both the Rangers and the Islanders? We'll see. And I want to close this by saying a big thing of congratulations to a well-deserving young lady. This past weekend was the Mynderse Academy Athletic Hall of Fame induction. And one great young lady who I used to bounce on my knee because I've known her since she was born, who I watched develop into a terrific young lady with her running, plus also her dancing. Plus, let's just say I've known her father pretty much since I was an infant, because her father was my neighbor, and her mother, one of the greatest people on the face of this earth. I mean, I watched this girl run her way into the record books for Mynderse, for both track and for cross country. Plus, she's developed into a wonderful young lady, a wonderful wife, and also a great artiste. Her paintings, especially of pets, are second to none. Plus, she takes wonderful photographs with her husband. She is a wonderful young lady. I am proud to know her. Good congratulations to the woman who had considered me when she ran her good luck charm. Congratulations, Sierra Divine Enda. A very well-deserved award. And now you forever take your place in Mynderse Academy's Hall of Fame. Congratulations. And that's my show for this week. And let's hope there's no more somnambulating, Buffalo. And hopefully we got a better performance out of the orange, Dino Babers.